Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. It's good to have you all back here, and I hope you're all doing great. In this video, we'll talk about YGG again, or yield to gilt games, but I'm not sure if anybody ever really calls it that. But I wanted to make a video. Obviously, it's too late. Like, the rally is over, for sure. But there are lessons to be learned here. And I know a lot of you have traded this, perhaps are still looking for some sort of a trade for a second rally up. So in general, I'll just teach you a little bit of how to identify this, because most of you know that this was actually something you could have seen coming. At least that at some point of time it would crash. Like, it's always hard to gauge when it's going to crash, but it was 100% known that it would crash. So we'll talk about that, and just in general, I think there's, like I said, I think there's a lot to be learned. But before we talk about YGG specifically, I do want to mention as well that I have my own premium trading group, in which we talked about this a lot as well. And just in general, I share a lot of education on cryptos like these, which are manipulated cryptos, and I also share my own trades, including one on YGG. So if you're interested in that, if you want to become a better trader, check out the links down in the description or the pinned comment, or go to cilinix.com, and there you can also find out more information on it. But for now, on to YGG. So YGG, first of all, it just was manipulated, all right? There was no reason for YGG being this bullish. The price action, like if you see a rally like this, you have to ask yourself what is going on. And if there's no news, if there's no narrative, usually it's manipulated. And then how you can confirm that is by going to CoinMarketCap. You see that the volume is super high, and then you check out the markets, and you check where most of the volume is from, which right now is Binance. Oh no, it's not even Binance, but you see BYBIT or Top Credits, which are usually, if a lot of volume is coming from there, it's manipulated. And then you know it's manipulated, so you know it's going to rally until at some point of time it's going to crash down hard. And that's what's going on right now. Like, if you actually check out when we crashed, I'm pretty interested in knowing when it was. Like, it was around like 2. So here at 2 o'clock in my time zone at least, I think that is actually when the funding rate switches. So after the funding rate, there were still quite a lot of longs. And then we dropped down significantly, like significantly. We first of all held up 75 cents, but the moment 75 cents broke, we were done. And in a matter of a couple of hours, we dropped down like over 50%. Depends a bit on what exchange you use. And right now it's over. Like, we will not reach 70 cents again, perhaps ever. Like, it depends on how YGG performs in the next bull market. But we will probably not get to these levels again. I mean, what you should expect is something like this. And I'll show you that right now. Like, ARPA also had a very, very similar movement right about here. All right, so here you can see a big rally. Then we held those levels again for a little bit, and then a huge drop off from 12 cents to like 8 cents in a matter of a couple of hours. So a little bit less of a drop, but after that, we just continue dropping down all the way to 4.5 cents. That's also what I expect for YGG. All right, perhaps we could still, like right now we're at like 35 cents, the 50 EMA. We could still get some bullish momentum from here. It's a possibility, but we'll just retest like 50 or 45 cents really quickly, and then we'll continue dropping down further. That's what I expect. All right, so if you do want to buy YGG for some sort of a quick buck, because like you can see, ARPA also held support at some levels, just not that many. So if you do want to do that, some important support levels are 27.25 right here. And then you have like 22.20 cents, and then at some point of time, you're going to get to 17.5 cents, and that's also a decent support level. But personally, I would not buy this anymore. I would just look away from it. Perhaps if all of a sudden we get a lot of bullish momentum again, perhaps you can enter some sort of a good short trade. Personally, I'm looking at that 50 cents area. But altogether, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to learn from it and to be able to identify it for the future. But yeah, that's just my take on it, all right? So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.